We gonna get this on the second attempt. This BillBoard article from like 2 years ago, it low-key pissed me off. I'm just gonna make this video as quick as possible because I have something else as soon as like this video drops. But this article low-key pissed me off, not for the sheer reason that it's less than like 2 pages long, but also the fact that most of the stuff is Wikipedia searched. While it is advertising Black 17 Media and all the artists that they're doing as well, it kind of missed an entire section of different artists that also helped curate or create this entire community in general. I'm not gonna bandwagon, or I'm not gonna complain about like the multiple different playlist issues that have happened in the last couple of years, because while there were issues back in the day, it's sort of not a concern at this point, with the exception of like with the main Phonk playlist having over like I think at this point 7 or 9 million. Actually, let me see. The one time I can't get Spotify on my computer is crazy. Yeah, I was right. Currently, while making this video, it's standing at 7.4 million likes. That's not even a concern because the Phonk Origins playlist came out within the last like 3 or 4 months in general. That's none of my concern. My concern is while this entire playlist is kind of outdated, it still misses a big factor as to how the community in general in Phonk basically came to fruition, because it does miss pioneers that actually carried the genre for a good span of like 3 or 4 years on SoundCloud, on top of the huge wave before TikTok even knew what the genre was in general. Now there are going to be more topics that are going to get covered in different videos on this channel, hoping I can actually post weekly, but I'm just gonna say that the BillBoard article right now is very, very outdated. And it's actually funny because while I'm actually gonna talk about the interview I actually did with the person that was actually featured in the BillBoard article, there was also another article that just came out I think a couple of days ago from Splice. And the funny thing is, while they didn't actually quote any of the videos that I actually made in the last year or two, it does pinpoint the different styles of funk. Example, it actually gets the origins of why funk is spelled like funk. It talks about Space Ghost Perp. It talks about the different subgenres. I think the main reason why I would pinpoint somebody to the Splice article about what funk actually is just how they categorize the styles of basically funk that's pretty chill or pretty mellow or has a lo-fi aesthetic in general. I'm not gonna call it lo-fi funk because that sounds weird and there's already like
1,000 different subgenres of this entire genre.
I just want to talk about how it categorized the difference between funk that's pretty chill and drift funk that is basically what everybody on TikTok or everybody that's either like that playlist or listens to that playlist knows the genre as it is right now. Because literally it categorizes the origins of funk, what the actual definition is, basically how it was. I said it probably 2 or 3 times while actually recording this, and also the lo-fi sound with the aesthetics of Southern hip hop rappers and that gritty Memphis aesthetic as well. The icing on the cake is how they differentiated.
That's a big college word. I'd use my thesaurus for that one.
They differentiated drift funk. While I know there's a lot of people that don't like drift funk, I do like drift funk. I have a ton of my favorite artists. I have Diversed, I have Ghostface Play, I have Pharmacist. Some of those people started as members of AP, or they were OG members of different cliques that were in the actual community that basically pioneered live shows, people that pioneered the original sound, especially after DJ Smokey, Purple Posse, and everybody else basically coined the aesthetic of the entire genre in the beginning of the 2010s. And while they're gonna be a lot of people be like,
Danny, I thought you were OG Funk supporter and all the other due diligence and everything.
Listen, I like funk. I really don't care what subgenre it is. If it's good, I'm gonna listen to it. If it's not good,
I'm gonna press the skip button.
and that's actually what I'm going to transition to, because I actually did talk about that. And this is actually gonna be the video where I actually plug sort of my little second channel thing. And it's actually gonna be a snippet right here of the entire interview, because it did my man's dirty in the actual BillBoard article, of Yokai, aka Stan Vorm, Von Wind, Stan Von.
Do it to them, Vaughn.
Von Storm. And my God, I hope to God that one of those names is actually like a P-honk joke.
No pun intended.
And this is basically a snippet from that actual interview.
Tricky part is, yeah, most of the time you just have to be consistent and practice and practice and practice. And eventually, you know, after you've practiced and, you know, made enough of whatever you're making, you'll get really good at it, and, you know, people will enjoy it and consume it or whatever. What I think a lot of people don't realize when they, you know, get dead set on doing their hobby for a living is, like, in almost all cases, it requires some amount of luck.
If you guys actually want to see the rest of it, it's going to be like, I'm hoping that I actually get this correct right here. It's an hour. So if you're doing something, listen to it in the background, because we go over a ton of different things when it comes to the overall community, how Holy Mob was created, along with, even though this video is getting made on the 24th, this was like 3 months old. My bad for the delay. say,
A bro was busy.
better late than never. So I hope you guys actually enjoyed this video. I hope you guys leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Go watch that interview because I showed my man a lot of support and a lot of love. He definitely deserves it, and BillBoard did him really dirty with that single paragraph, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I definitely gave him
A little pep in his step that he needed.
why did I say that? But like I said, I'm gonna definitely do more interviews in the future. If you guys want me to do interviews with anybody, just let me know. Leave in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys later. Sponge Pimp out.